General Hospital smaller teases that a new relationship may arise as John Case and Colleen Spencer run into each other under rather ironic circumstances. That's true because John was attacked by someone in an alley. Collie happened to be walking nearby at that time and saw the above scene. Collie finally bravely approached the attacker, and because the mysterious attacker was afraid of being discovered, he ran away. But before that, this person was able to injure John, and soon Collie appeared next to him to help John up and offered to take John to the hospital for treatment. Because everything happened quite unexpectedly and John did not have time to react. As a result, John suffered many scratches on his skin, but luckily they were only minor injuries that did not affect life. And if Collie hadn't appeared, the attacker might have wanted to take John down immediately. That made John feel very grateful to Collie, and at the same time, John also began to change his view of Collie. Not only John, but also Collie, for Collie now is somewhat less worried when seeing John, thanks to the impressive interaction. The two may develop new signal for each other. Fans know that John is really a good person. Currently, John is still blackmailing Jason Morgan and forcing Jason to work as a mercenary for the FBI. And the underlying purpose of Jason obeying John is to protect Collie. Because John used Collie RICO violation charge to threaten Jason. Jason agreed to become a mercenary. But in fact, Jason was not afraid of John, or rather, Jason voluntarily became a mercenary. And if anyone can threaten Jason's life, it can only be Pikeman. Jason, because Jason once infiltrated here, but in the end, Jason betrayed Pikeman by providing information about Pikeman to the FBI. Of course, John is a reasonable person for someone who has helped John. John does not want to be in debt, so John promised to fulfill one of Collie's wishes if Collie asked, with the reason being that Collie saved John's life when John was in danger. But John is also selective in the words he says because the cooperative relationship between John and Jason is secret, and John had no intention of mentioning Collie's RICO violation. Instead, John gave Collie another piece of information that promised to surprise Collie. John may even eventually tell Collie about Morgan's current assistant. It turns out Morgan isn't dead, and Morgan has been working for the FBI out of town for some time now. The fact that Morgan is still alive is also thanks to John and a few other FBI agents, so Morgan may have died in the past, but all that has changed, and now even Morgan's paranoia has been completely cured. But Morgan is not ready to return to town to seize everyone again. Instead, Morgan chose to watch everyone from afar, including his parents, Sonny, Carrington, and Collie. But Morgan has been away from town for too long, and now is the perfect time for John to give Morgan a chance to return. John will even actively persuade Morgan to return to reunite with his parents. Because Morgan now has a new position, it's meant that Morgan is stronger and has more fighting skill. The times for Morgan to show off his talent, which is to protect Morgan's parents from Bikeman's bullet, and even from the mysterious lurking attacker. Obviously, after hearing John tell everything, that Collie was very shocked and happy. Right after that, Collie's hearing John tell everything. Collie was very shocked and happy. Right after that, Collie asked John to take Collie with him to meet Morgan, as Cully wanted to know how Morgan's life and changes were after a long time apart. But Jason wasn't realize the excessive closeness between John and Cully. Then Jason wants to question them both because he suspects John and Cully are dating in secret.